Get ready to match the stars. Dick Martin, Brett Summer, Charles Nelson Reilly, Didi Conn, Richard Dawson, and Patti Deutsch as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Reilly.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friends, for joining us. Let's greet our celebrated folk over here. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, and you look marvelous.
Thank you. Thank you, Old Bean.
He looks marvelous, too.
He doesn't look so good.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Return the compliment.
How's your backhand?
The backhand. No, I've gone back to golf.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just as bad at that.
What's your handicap?
The 7-iron.
Now, we got a new kid on the block. Did you notice? Well, she's not new to me exactly because
what does that mean?
Yes, I'll tell you what. Hear more about I'm going to explain. Last night I took my daughter to see Cheetah Rivera at some gin mill. What's the place called here? No. Studio One. Yes, it's a marvelous show. Cheetah's just terrific, and it was a great place. And seated next to me were Frank and Didi Conn.
And I said...
Well, explain the rest of it. Yeah,
no, I don't want to say the rest of it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say the rest of it.
Do it. Now listen to this.
I say, I was very nervous. I had never met Gene, and my husband said, say hello, you're going to be working with him tomorrow. So I said, all right. So I said, hello, Mr. Rayburn. I'm Didi Conn. I'll be doing your show tomorrow. He said, I can't talk to you. I said, why not?
You're going to be a contestant. I'm not supposed to talk to the contestants.
Hold it. It got worse.
Yeah,
so then I said to him, no,
she says, no, I'm not going to be a contestant. I said, oh, you're going to be in the audience. See, I have never seen her show, The Practice, in which my daughter kept kicking me under the table. She says,
I hope
that's
she
Didi
bruised
Conn,
you.
dummy. She's terrific. She's a marvelous, funny actress. Anyway, welcome to the club.
It's too late.
No, this is your first time, you know. We have to do this with everybody. Where's Frank?
Oh, not near here. Hello.
Nothing funny now. Just a straight... Come here. Okay.
I didn't want to frighten you.
Now, Evelyn, you're next.
Okay.
You're right. Give me a little kiss. Atta girl. This little lady's won $18,500. Wow. Now, when the time expired last time, she had just won another game, and she's going to have another go at the audience match in which she could win over $5,000 additional, which would put her well over $20,000. We'll see how that happens right after we see about this. Here we go. Now, Evelyn Collins, look up there in that big board. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Helen blank. Now, the answer they gave, most often, remember, is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and the bottom one gets you $100. I don't have to tell you that, though, because this is the 8th game you won. You know, I think she's won more games than anyone.
Fantastic.
Isn't that true? She's won more games than anybody who's ever been on here? Not the total cash, but more games. Now, whom do you call on for some assistance here?
Charles.
Helen Hayes.
Helen Hayes is one.
Richard.
Helen of Troy.
Helen of Troy.
Patti.
Hello.
Hello.
Keller.
Helen Keller. So those are three. Keller, of Troy, and Hayes. Now, you can have one of those, or give us one that you think
keep
would...
the applause down because we can't
Please.
hear.
They may not like any of those answers, and you might not either, and it's your prerogative at this point to give us your own. What do you want to do?
I want Helen Hayes. That's what I thought of first.
Helen Hayes, all right. You know, a name that came to my mind is Helen Gurley Brown.
Helen, we had that.
You had that one? Is that a possibility?
Helen Reddy.
Helen back.
Helen Reddy. Oh, yeah. Very good, audience. All right, we'll find out who's up there. Let's begin down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Keller is up there. That's the one that Patti gave you. We're looking for Helen Hayes. May we see the $250 number? Yes, it is. Congratulations, Evelyn. You got another one. Now, you think it's ready?
No, I don't.
Helen Rayburn.
Now, Helen back.
What?
Helen back.
Helen back. You can't say that on television.
Helen 12 trees.
Helen 12 trees.
I want it.
There are some older ones among us there. All right, the audience says it's going to be Helen ready. Slide it, Earl, please. Ready it is. Very good. Oh, Troy never made it. Troy never made it to
Waste
dawn.
the time her building that Trojan horse.
That's right.
Lord alive.
Evelyn, you're going to play for 10 times $250 an hour, $2,500. But we can't give it to you, remember, until you match one celebrity exactly.
Charles.
Okay, Charles. She's done well with you in the past now, Charles. Let's see how she's going to do now. She's done very well with you in the past now. She's won a lot of money with you up there. And if she gets this, it'll push her over $20,000. Here it is. Blank bread. Blank bread. Evelyn Charles is finished. He's given us an answer. And you're going to think about it now. Get your ESP going. And say the same answer he's written on that card. What do you say to that? Blank bread.
My first thought was rye bread.
Rye bread. Okay. Let's turn around now. You know, well, no, that was not my first thought. It was my second thought. But your first thought may be Charles' first thought. What do you say, Charles?
I'm sorry, I said white.
White bread. Hell, white bread was my first thought, especially
Helen
since
bread was
Helen
mine.
bread was, yeah. Helen of bread.
Helen of
Helen
bread.
of bread would have been the one there, yeah. No, it's you don't eat white bread.
Well, I don't eat rye.
Never the twain shall meet. Okay, now you've got your $18,750 here. And we're going to meet another contestant in a moment or so, but right now we're going to do a little business with America. Here it is. Here we go now. Would you all greet this lovely lady here and welcome Jerry Cason. Hello there. Where are you from, Jerry?
I'm from Brea.
From where?
From Brea, and I'm
La Brea?
nervous. No, Brea.
Brea.
Those are different. No tar pits.
Oh, I see. Is that near here?
It's in Orange County.
Okay.
Ah, I'm going to shake apart. Oh.
Are you shaking?
Yeah.
I'll try and, let's see. Nail one hand down.
You know what happened the last time?
Yes, I know. 3 days later.
Once.
Okay. What else you want to tell us about you, Jerry?
Oh, I'm married and I have 3 teenage children.
You have 3 teenagers?
Yes. Randy, Steve, and Lori.
Okay. You're ready to get the spotlight off of you and get going here, right? You're going to be all right, Jerry. What?
Jerry, don't be nervous. This is not open heart surgery. It's a game show. Just have a nice time, okay?
Okay.
Simple game, that's all. Everything just depends on your winning more money.
I
That's
know
all.
it. My kids want a car.
Ready? Here we go. Jerry, you may have A or B.
A.
A. Go. Right?
Right.
Right. Benjamin Franklin said...
I love a parade.
No, he didn't say that. He said, being an inventor is tough when your wife is a klutz. You know what a klutz is? You know what a klutz is, Jerry? Somebody klutzy. Clumsy, right. He said, yesterday she accidentally sat on my blank. Oh, I wish I were playing. There it is. I didn't prepare that. Let's see. I really wouldn't know how to go about it. Let's see.
You mean that wasn't it?
That wasn't it. No, I don't. It was just straight reading. You can tell when I'm acting, when I'm not acting, can't you?
I get confused.
Who
I'm
did
sorry.
the special on Ben Franklin? Was it Fred Gwynn who played it?
Bill. No, wait a minute. Bill Daniels was in that, and who else?
Howard De Silva played
Howard
it.
De Silva.
Howard De Silva.
Right, right.
And Bill Daniels, a wonderful actor, played.
And Fred.
Thomas.
I'm speaking.
Fred Wayne.
What did
Give
Bill
her
Denton?
another light.
Shut up, Charles! What were you saying?
One of the Adamses.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He played John Adams.
Judas Adams.
Judith
Robert
Adams.
Preston
Right.
played it in a musical, Ben Franklin.
Let me
in
have the
Paris.
question, would you? Where is my
Here,
question?
sweetheart.
Was that
people.
1776? Was that the name?
Hello, Jerry. Benjamin Franklin said, being an inventor is tough when your wife is a klutz. Yesterday, she accidentally sat on my blank.
Kite.
Kite is good. Well, I point out to you, Jerry, he invented many things, and there are other possibilities here, and they may occur from time to time. What do you say?
Well, in order to invent something, you would need a tool.
I
Well, you certainly would.
see. Starting your winning ways so early, are you? Okay, Brett.
I'm going to keep track of how many he gets wrong.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
I'll have 8 cards by the end of the week. Just relax, sweetheart. Take it easy. Hang loose. Stay cool. Mellow out. All that stuff I don't understand. Kite.
There's one for her. Give her a little kite.
Rye.
Right. No, I'm sorry.
Kite.
Kite it is. Jerry Cason is saying to Didi on your first time, please say kite. What do you say?
Kite.
She says kite.
Very good. Well, what could have got done there?
All right. Now, Richard.
What other things? I know he invented a lot of things. What were some of them?
Well, the Franklin stove. Wouldn't that hurt if you
What
sat on
else?
the Franklin stove with a big wood-burning fire going
You
in
can't
there?
sit on a Franklin
He
stove. You
invented
have to sit in it.
Spectacles?
He invented the
Bifocal?
lightning rod.
Lightning
That
rod?
would hurt.
Yeah.
That's sort of a tool.
The savings banks.
That's right.
He also, the trash compactor, didn't he?
That's right, and the bifocals.
That's right.
And the kite.
And the kite. Right. Good. What do you say about Ben Franklin?
I didn't say kite. I said one of the aforementioned things.
You did.
I said the potbelly stove.
The potbelly stove. Okay. All right. So, Jerry, you started off very well there. 4 is quite unusual for a first round, isn't it, Evelyn?
It certainly is.
No. You know, you can tell. You can tell that the economy is getting worse. Yesterday, there was a motorcade down Wall Street. But instead of throwing ticker tape, the brokers were throwing blank out the windows.
The economy is getting worse.
The economy's getting worse. Yesterday there was a motorcade down Wall Street, but instead of throwing ticker tape, the brokers were throwing blank out the window.
Oh, I got it. Oh, it took a minute, but I just snapped right up.
All right. Trust your first instinct, Didi, and everything's gonna be all right. Okay. Now we're waiting for Brett, and then we'll be.
Wait a minute, sweetheart. I'm going to be there.
Okay. All right. That inspirational music moves me to heights of frenzy.
It's from Genet's The Balcony.
Yes. All right. Shall we begin? Okay, Evelyn. You can tell the economy is getting worse. Yesterday there was a motorcade down Wall Street, and instead of throwing ticker tape, the brokers were throwing blank out the windows.
Stocks.
Stocks. I don't think she understood the question, but we'll plow on anyway.
I had something altogether. I said themselves.
Themselves is good. Yeah. See, the economy's getting worse. Evelyn.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Brett.
Well, that stocks is not a bad answer. Don't knock it till you've tried it. I have a few I've thrown out the window I want you to know. Themselves in honor of our wonderful crash of 1929.
Terrific. That says it all. Charles?
Was college tough in those days?
You should know you were there.
No.
Themselves. Okay. All right, Evelyn, we come down here to Didi. Economy's getting worse. Instead of throwing ticker tape, the brokers were throwing blank out the windows. She says stocks.
I thought of themselves. I thought of their wives. I found trash.
Trash. Okay, you didn't trust your first instinct, did you?
Ugh.
That's all right. Now, Richard,
I
what do you
called
say?
my broker today, but he wouldn't come in off the ledge. Himself.
Okay. Patti?
But seriously, ladies
These
and
brokers
gentlemen.
were a little less suicidal. They were throwing each other off.
Throwing each other is very good. So there we are at the end of round 1, 4-0 in favor of our challenger. Round 2 coming up later. Right now, we've got this for you. Okay. We are ready to go on to round 2, and we'll ask our challenger, Jerry, to make her selection. You may have A or B.
A.
A it is. Now, only 2 people play this time, Jerry, because you matched everybody in the previous round. Dick plays, and Patti plays.
Dick, that's unusual that he should be playing.
Yeah, I understand that. Right. Fonzie's girlfriend said, the reason the Fonz likes me is that I remind him of his car. Whenever we go out, I hang a pair of big fuzzy dice from my blank. If you don't believe it, there it is.
It's the word fuzzy that bothers me.
I'll read it. Jerry, you thinking about it? Shall I read it again for you? Fonzie's girlfriend said, the reason the Fonz likes me is that I remind him of his car. Whenever we go out, I hang a pair of big fuzzy dice from my blank. All right.
Francis Fay.
Francis Fay. Okay.
That's the card in there.
Watch your problem, little girl. Now we're ready for Jerry K-Sound. Fonzie's girlfriend said, reason the Fonz likes me is that I remind him of his car. Whenever we go out, I hang a pair of big fuzzy dice from my
Boobs.
boobs. Well, that's nice. And they lived happily ever after.
I am obviously taking this too seriously. I said rear view mirror.
That's 3. Is that 3?
That's 3 0.
That's right. What do you have to say, my dear?
Hello. I said mud guards, also known as upper frontals.
Upper frontals. There's another one for Jerry K-Sound. All right, Evelyn. Now, you know what you have to do, Evelyn. You've got to match 5 to achieve a tie and 6 to win. Here we go. Everybody plays. When Weird Willie and his new bride left the honeymoon suite, the floor was covered with feathers because Weird Willie had married a blank. Isn't that a dramatic little story? Your brow is furrowed.
You know that's
You worried about Weird Willie? Yeah, I am too. Weird Willie's new bride left the honeymoon suite. The floor is covered with feathers because Weird Willie had married a blank. Right. All right. 3 people are still writing. 2 people are still writing. Okay, here we go with Evelyn Collins. They've all given it their ultimate consideration, Evelyn. Now think carefully. When Weird Willie and his new bride left the honeymoon suite, the floor was covered with feathers because Weird Willie had married a
Chicken.
All right. He was some weirdo, wasn't he, Dick?
Yes, because she obviously has no patriotism because this happened in America and he married an eagle.
An eagle?
An eagle.
Oh, that was most distressing,
Another
I
check
would
over
imagine. Yes, give him another check. Now, chicken is the answer she wants, and if she doesn't match everyone else remaining, why, we'll have a new champ.
Now, don't be so quick to snap your little blank on that buzzer, because this may be a match. I said a big, ugly bird by which her name is Edna. Now, that
By which her name, a big, ugly bird by which her name is Edna. Now, wait a minute. You gotta... All right, Jerry K-Sound is the winner. Come on down. Well, congratulations to you. Now, you stand around there on the adhesive tape, and I'll get to you in a moment or so. We say goodbye to Evelyn Collins. Evelyn, you've been here a long time. We've enjoyed having you as a contestant. You've won a bundle of money, $18,750. Goodbye, my dear. Okay? All right. How do you feel? Good. Feels good to win some money. Now, you only got $100, but you got a chance to win a bundle here. Before we do anything, we've got to do a little business with America. You hurry right back now. Now, listen, I want to say something here now. Charles Nelson Reilly is a maligned person, you know. They say he's a slovenly dresser, which he is.
Oh,
They say he
That's
doesn't
true.
wear socks, which he never does.
That's true.
And it takes him a long time sometimes to figure out the answers, and that is true too. But he did something really quite remarkable in this past year. He directed a big Broadway hit called The Belle of Amherst, which is now touring the country, and he did it extremely well.
Thank you. It's
He's-
on Christmas.
It's on Christmas. Well, it's going to be on television on Christmas, yeah. So, those of you who think of Charles as nothing but a simple-minded...
Another pretty face.
Right. You did it again, didn't you?
I couldn't help it.
I know a good way to get out of this.
How do you get out of this?
Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Join us next time for Match Game 76.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.